So many Americans already believe that we are in a recession. They believe that the recession started a long time ago. They believe that the economy is currently crashing, and they are not listening to what you hear on the news. They are going online and they are sharing personal stories and showing the hardships right now that they are witnessing and what they're going through.
Is it just me, or are we in a global recession? I mean, this is not normal. It is 9:40 in the morning, Thursday, September 18th, and this is how our shop is looking. Now, thank God I have a few inspections to do, so I'm going to stay busy today. I have like 14 government vehicles I have to do. But you can't tell me this isn't a government recession. Like, what the hell is going on here? I mean, as you can see, we're so busy. We have so many cars in here right now. 9:30 in the morning. We should be packed. We should at least have oil changes. We should have something. And before the people start commenting that, well, shop charge too much money. Our shop doesn't. We actually charge a lot less than we should to make good margins and actually make money. So we actually undercharge a whole lot at this shop, and we still don't have business. We are probably the cheapest shop in our area compared to all the other shops. Our labor rate is only $135. Other shops are like $150, $160, $180. Dealerships are like $200. And we do decent work. We do good work on cars. We never have complaints. We never have people come back. We never have returns. This is how our shop looks. This has got to be the beginning of the middle of a recession and probably the beginning of a depression. I've been here 6 months. I have not seen it this bad. And it's been like this for the last probably week and a half, 2 weeks. So what's gives? What's going on? Why is nobody coming in? If you guys are doing work on your own vehicles, respect. I respect that. I work on my own vehicle. You save a lot of money that way, but the people who can't afford to work on their own vehicles and have to bring it to a shop, they're not even here. I think we're cooked. Is it just me, or are we in a global recession? I mean,
I don't care what anyone says, we are 1,000,000% in a recession due to the fact that Facebook Marketplace has been popping off lately. Like, people are selling their treasures that they've had in their basement or their garage because they need money.
How's everybody surviving? I get paid bi-weekly, and we are a family of 4. We have 2 kids. How are y'all surviving? Because I'm not. I got paid today, and it's gone. Goes towards the mortgage, cell phone bill, gas and electric, garbage, everything gone. Between insurance, car insurance between my husband and I, everything gone. And then I have to go to the grocery store. This isn't even factoring in groceries for a family of fucking 4. So imagine how it's like every month. It's like, do we go do a big load haul of groceries, or do we pay our mortgage? Like I can't do both. And my husband works 50 hours a week. I work 40 hours a week. We can't do both. So like, how are you doing it? The people that don't have kids are barely surviving. I am not surviving. And I get paid bi-weekly. And people are like, oh, getting paid bi-weekly is so much better because then when you get paid more. No, it doesn't matter because all my bills get taken out at the same every month. I've tried to change it till the end of the month. It still doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you have your bills taken out. Your money is gone. There's nothing you can do. You just have to ride on this floating rock and spend, $150 on 4 products at the grocery store. I can't. I literally cannot. I don't know how people do it. And unless you're a rich elite, so I hope everybody on this floating rock screams like I do, and we can all scream together, because I just don't collectively know how I can continue on with a recession. I've lived through one recession. I physically can't do it now. And you can call me dramatic. I don't really give I'm going to crash out. I cannot survive like this. I can't.
So there's a pretty good financial indicator out there called the used car market. And the used car market is a good financial indicator of how your country is doing, because it means that people have liquid capital. If you have liquid capital, you can buy a used car cash, because most used car sales are going to be cash purchases. So if used cars are selling well, probably doing pretty good. People have liquid capital. They're able to buy whatever they want. They don't feel stressed about the future. They're buying and selling things at leisure. If the used car market is bad, then people do not have liquid capital. They do not feel secure about the future, and they're hoarding whatever liquid capital that they do have. And right now, the used car market is tanked. It's tanked. No one is buying or selling anything, especially the cash purchases. So, not a very good indicator for us as a country or our economy. Either people have no money to spend, or they are incredibly insecure about their future. And either way is not good. So we're going to see how this plays out in the coming months. But I don't see that trend ending anytime soon.
What's going to happen when people don't have enough money to live? I mean, like literally to afford the basic necessities like food, water, gas in the car. The minimum wage hasn't been raised in 20 years, and the prices of everything are going up exponentially. Housing especially. They're trying to criminalize homelessness right now because pretty soon it's going to be a common crime.
I am sitting in my car and I'm just basically trying to plan out my next moves because I can't stay here. I have to be out of the place that I'm in currently in 2 days. And I don't know what I'm going to do next. I have been trying as hard as I can to try to find out what the next steps are going to be. But to be perfectly honest, I got nothing. I'm starting to lose hope. I'm starting to lose faith. It's starting to feel like I don't know what to do. I'm like, I can't stop crying. I can't stop panicking. My panic attacks won't start. And now they're starting in my sleep again because this is a hopeless situation. And as positive as I want to be about this, the world is burning and I don't have no degree. I don't really have any good job experience. The job experience I have hasn't gotten anything. I've been putting in applications. Nothing is being done. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I am legitly scared. Like scared out of my wits because I'm going to be sleeping in my car, living in my car. And I don't even know where that's going to be because eventually this is not going to work anymore. What do I do? What am I supposed to do?
We're going to see a massive increase in multi-family homes where kids are moving back home or older parents are moving in with their kids. It's going to be rampant over the next 3.5 years with the way this economy is going to get destroyed, the way the housing market is going to get destroyed, the way that medical bills are going to cripple people in financial bankruptcy, the way student loans and education is going to be unobtainable to pay for people. I mean, it's already been happening over the last several years. It's going to rapidly increase. And my wife and I are fully prepared for that to happen to our kids as they are going out and trying to even find work. Any kind of work in this country is nearly impossible for young people because most of these places are hiring older people who also need to work now because they can't retire. They can't live on their Social Security. They can't live on their pensions. And they would much prefer to hire an old person who they believe will be more, stable or predictable or whatever. It's a nightmare. We are supposed to live and die and work and be productive. And that's it. That's all the power structures in this country want.
I'm trying to enjoy my last days within this unit that I've been renting for so long. Really sad that I have to leave because they decided to raise my rent $700. And I already pay $2,300 without parking fees, which is $185, and plus utilities. So I'm paying $2,600 a month, and they still decided to raise my rent for another $700. So they want me to pay now $3,000 base rent. Are you kidding me?
You know, I believe in full transparency. I'm not going to sugarcoat or lie about anything. I'm going to be completely real on this page. I'm struggling, bruh. I've been looking for a 2-bedroom apartment. I have a baby. We need that second room. And nothing goes for less than $2,500 a month. How are some of you guys doing it? How? With car insurance, car payments, rent, gas, and a few other things. How are you guys making it through? I'm barely just making it by, and I have a pretty decent job. I got paid pretty well to hold the family. But $2,500 a month? Like, are these people like going crazy? And like now I'm looking at like actual like not apartment buildings or like luxury apartments. I'm looking for people who own duplexes and have like multifamily homes. They're charging the same thing. And the apartment's like beat up. Like, what's wrong with people? Like, it's not like your mortgage went up because you guys have been paying it off since you bought it like 40 years ago. You guys are just being greedy. Oh, I'm doing it just because everybody else is doing it. You're gonna have to kick people out because they can't pay you. Don't make sense to me.
People are really frustrated with how rent is going up. Now, to what he was saying, mortgage payments actually do go up. Obviously, if you are a homeowner, you know that because of property taxes and the rising cost of insurance. So mortgages do go up. And, you know, I can understand that if you are a homeowner and you are renting out the home, you might want to adjust for those increases and reflect that with what you're asking for rent. However, I do understand that a lot of these landlords are asking just too much because instead of just asking for a little bit more to account for this adjustment, a lot of them are just trying to look at what is the going rate and they want to keep up with that rate. And because a lot of people are asking so much for rent, they increase their rent. And that is where people are finding that they're struggling. And yeah, we're getting to the point that, you know, people, if they can't afford those prices, then they're not going to be paying the rent. So at the end of the day, it's going to be, I mean, it's hurting the renter right now, but then it's going to be hurting the landlord as well. It's going to be a lose-lose situation. And another thing too, a landlord may have, you know, taken out some equity from the home, which would increase their mortgage. But nevertheless, I still think that a lot of people are charging too much because they're looking at like the market rent and they're basing what they want to ask off of that instead of just thinking about, you know, these real families and trying to maybe cover their mortgage and then maybe make a little bit of a profit because it is a business for them, but to not ask for these crazy amounts of rent that you are seeing all over the place.
New Jersey is such a scam, and it is pushing people out of their homes, and it is so irritating. Not only are the home prices skyrocketing, taxes are unbearable, but now they whack you with these incredible, unrealistic electric bill costs, and we're going to talk about it. I just got our electric bill from Atlantic City Electric. That is who is our electric company, and it was $985. That's not the best part. The best part is we moved out of our house August 4th. So we didn't even live there. We still own the home, but we've moved out because we're anticipating a closing. So we don't even live in that house. The air has been on set to 80. There's nothing plugged in. There's no Comcast. There is no Wi-Fi. There is literally nothing plugged in, but our bill still says $985. If there's anything that is wrong with this picture, it is that it is pushing people out of their homes, not just for the tax reasons. That's also another topic, but I'm talking about electric bills, people's everyday need. Okay? There's not one person who can do without electric. So I don't understand how they can just increase the rates. Also, we had like that smart home, that like auto meter placed in our house. We had that placed, I want to say it was like 8 months ago. We called them, we said, take it off. We want someone to physically be here because it is bull. I don't believe it. They did that. Great. I paid the $15 charge that they wanted for it. Oh, that's not even the best part. We have solar. So our whole roof has solar all over it. It is a big home. So we had the solar, whatever. And not only were we paying the solar a month, we're paying $985 for electric bill in a house we don't even live in. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm dropping the actual charges below. They wanted like $177 for a delivery charge. And then they wanted like $140 for another charge. And then there's like another thing for another charge on top of the $519 balance that when we don't even live there. I literally... And I feel absolutely terrible for the people who literally live paycheck to paycheck and can't control it. Like, you have to have your air conditioning on. What do they expect people to do in this situation? New Jersey is pushing people out of their homes, and it is absolutely devastating. Something has to be done. I'm tired of sitting back and watching. Gas is up, electric is up, gas for the cars is up. Like, everything in the whole entire country is hiking up, especially in New Jersey. If you're not familiar, houses in our area, the taxes are like, well, where I lived, the taxes are like $15,000 to $18,000 a month, depending on which lot you have. So not only are taxes outrageous, now we're faced with electric. Please explain to me these charges. If you work for Atlantic City Electric, explain those charges. What is this shipping charge? You're not doing anything. Like, I'm so mind blown when I saw that bill.
Okay, so obviously the property taxes are not going to be $15,000 to $18,000 a month. I'm assuming that she meant yearly, but nevertheless, to her point, it is getting harder and harder for people to pay their bills, to stay on top of everything, and people are foregoing their payments because they just can't afford it. And right now, that's going to, again, not only hurt the person, the consumer, it's going to hurt these companies as well because they're hijacking their costs so much and nobody can keep up with these.
Hi, everyone. I thought I'd share another non-traditional economic indicator that is sounding an alarm, and it's absolutely heart-wrenching. And this economic indicator is a surge in pet owner surrenders. Shelters across the U.S. are reporting a surge in surrenders with financial hardship as the primary driver. The financial hardships are happening as there are job losses, as the everyday cost of living has gone up, and also the cost of caring for a pet have increased. The cost of pet food and treats, beds and toys are all affected by tariffs. So institutions like the Animal Care Center of New York has suspended all intake because of capacity issues. The Charlotte-Mecklenburg Animal Care and Control in North Carolina has reported a 43% surge in animal surrenders versus this time last year. And the Chicago Animal Care and Control has reported that if their surrenders continue at the pace they're at in 2025, they will see 3 times the surrenders in 2025 versus 2024 and 6 times the surrenders versus 2023. And on top of this, adoption rates are also declining, which is heartbreaking. So if you have the resources and ability to adopt a new pet, your local shelter likely really needs your help right now.
This message is for the ones that don't watch the news or that don't know that it's right in front of them about this current car market crash. So many people are like, not in my state, not in Texas, not in Florida, not in New York. I work with dealers nationwide, virtually every dealership across the country. And here's the telltale signs that we are in a true car market crash. For one, the lots are overfilled. They are filled to the brim. In fact, they're in overflow on their side lots because they're so full. Why? Because cars are not selling. They're sitting on lots an average of over 120 days, and we have not seen that since pre-COVID. Sign number 2, dealers are really pumping out that manufacturers are offering 0 to 2% financing right now. We have not seen that since pre-COVID days. The market is crashing and has been crashing since October of 2023. All you got to do is look. And if you want to find out how long a vehicle has been on the lot, you go to a car aggregate site. I personally use Car Gurus and Car Edge. It's going to show you how long that vehicle's been on the lot. That way, when you get to the dealership, you can call them out on their BS and say, hey, look, I'm in front of you. I've got the cash. I've got good credit. I've got whatever it is. I don't need debt, but you need to sell this car. And this car, I want it. It's been on the lot over 120 days. I want it for X. And I'm seeing discounts up to 40% off.
Nashville, Tennessee is struggling right now. And let me explain. I'm a songwriter. I live in Nashville and I live in Georgia. I also own a business and I love the stock market. So let me explain real quick. The venues right now, all of them, numbers are going down. Restaurants, numbers are going down. Apartments, there's buildings that are 40% occupancy. I mean, it's crazy. But the warning signs are there. If you are a market person, you have uninverted yield last August. You have the Feds about to drop their rate. You have a Buffett indicator of 215%. I mean, it's about to get bad. There's no question about it. But people run out of money. The credit cards are maxed. They've taken out second mortgages. They're trying to do whatever they can to make a living. I feel for everybody. Like I said, Nashville's starting to really, really get hit pretty hard. And we've noticed that from a show that we do. And I have friends who run other main big venues, and they're struggling. And the numbers ain't just kind of off, they're really off. So just, if you got a good job right now, you better do what you can to keep it. But if you can't keep your job, I actually started my own business when the last recession was going on. And the first year was a little tough, but I was opening up when other businesses were collapsing. And the second year started to make a little money, and third year actually I blew up and took off. So there is opportunities out there when you do have a slowdown. So just kind of use that perspective. It's not the end of the world. You can find opportunities. You might have to be uncomfortable for a minute, but it might be a blessing in the disguise for the next 10, 15, 20 years. So everybody stay diligent. Don't watch the news because they're lying. Don't watch the market because it's lying. Watch everything going around you. Watch the people. Watch the spending. Go to the venues, go to the restaurants, and you'll start seeing that people are out of money.
It's interesting when you look at what people are searching for online nowadays. People are really searching for help with mortgage. People that are homeowners are having a hard time paying their mortgages. They're really struggling. And then you also have increased search terms for hamburger helper meals, things like that. And you're seeing an increase here. So people are looking for creative ways to make their meals stretch. And then people are also looking for cheaper places to eat. So that's right now kind of what's going on with Google. Some really key terms that show how people are struggling. Homeowners are struggling. Renters are struggling. It's across the board. The upper middle class and the lower middle class are having a really hard time. And the middle class is disappearing little by little. People are either moving to upper class or they're getting moved over to lower class. And that's just what's happening. We're living in a time that there's really like a split economy. You see on one hand, people that are having such a hard time making all of their payments. And then you see on the other hand, people that are doing well, that are, going and dining in restaurants all the time, that are, just buying all sorts of things. And they're not even necessarily using credit card debt, right? They just have the liquid cash. But most people are really, really struggling. And you are seeing that reflect in all of these different search terms. There is a huge unequal impact on people right now because of the cost of living, because of the different economic brackets that people are in. And unfortunately, the division is only growing at this time. Let me know your thoughts down below on some of these videos that you watched. What do you think about the economy right now? Do you believe that the economy has already crashed? Or do you think that we are doing okay? Do you see it not really affecting you or your current area? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I hope to catch you in the next video.